Changes in new deportation law. Party leaders comment on deportation law. Analysis. Only one country broke NATO consensus on Ukraine. 13-year-old boy suspected of stabbing at Espoo metro station. Finland's new deportation law provides border authorities with new tools. According to the law, border guards are not required to accept all asylum applications and can deport people from the country. The law was passed by the Finnish parliament with a vote of 167 to 31. The biggest change is the ability to deny entry or deport asylum seekers at the eastern border. Asylum applications do not need to be accepted from everyone. Border guards will assess each case to decide whether to accept the asylum application. Erkki Hirvonsalo, president of the Border Security Union, stated that border guards must determine the age, health status, and other factors to make decisions. Special cases, such as children, the sick, or those wanted by law, may have their asylum applications accepted. If asylum seekers do not agree to return to Russia, they will be denied entry and may be forcibly deported if necessary. Deportation can be carried out through border checkpoints or Helsinki-Vantaa Airport. The law also includes provisions for providing humanitarian aid to those stranded at the border, ensuring no one is left without food or water. Plans for handling situations with many illegal border crossings are also mentioned, with police and border forces prepared to maintain order and prevent violence. Yesterday, the Finnish parliament passed the deportation law. Left Alliance Party leader, Andersson, commented on X that this is a sad day for human rights and the rule of law in Finland. Andersson believes that if the Social Democratic Party allowed their members to vote according to their conscience and values, the law would not have passed. Centre Party leader, Antti Kaikkonen, considered the passage of the law a good thing but noted the vote was too close. Representative Petri Honkanen stated that the decision was correct and has significant internal political implications. Green Party leader, Sofia Virta, expressed disappointment with the actions of the Social Democrats and the Swedish People's Party. Virta is concerned that the deportation law sets a bad precedent, affecting other human rights. Social Democratic Party representative, Nasima Razmyar, also expressed disappointment, calling the vote result unfortunate for the rule of law and the constitution. Meanwhile, Parliament Party ministers like Antti Hakkanen and Anna-Kaisa Ikonen welcomed the law's passage, seeing it as a crucial decision for national security. Ukraine has not yet received everything it wanted from NATO, according to Wile's NATO journalist, Maria Stenroos. The meeting in Washington between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg was smoother than last year's in Vilnius. At the press conference, the two embraced, showing genuine sincerity rather than a staged performance. Last year, Zelensky threatened to cancel his trip to Vilnius due to dissatisfaction with NATO support. This time, NATO was well prepared, avoiding similar controversies. Ukraine has not been invited to join NATO but received significant military and training support. However, Hungary broke this consensus. Before the meeting, Prime Minister Viktor Orban visited Kyiv and Moscow and announced plans to meet Donald Trump. This shows Hungary has become a frequent obstacle for NATO. At the port of Naantali, customs seized 15 kilograms of cocaine worth over €2 million. The cocaine was hidden in the structure of a car traveling on a ferry from Sweden. According to customs, this amount of cocaine equals approximately 150,000 doses, intended for distribution in the capital region. Investigation head Kimmo Kaunisto from the Customs Crime Investigation Unit in Turku stated, the amount of cocaine seized this time is large compared to last year when customs only seized a total of 16 kilograms of cocaine. This is one of the largest drug seizures at ports in the Turku region. During the investigation, customs cooperated with investigative agencies from other EU countries. A Romanian citizen was arrested during the investigation and remains in custody. Customs is investigating the case as a serious drug crime. Police are investigating a stabbing at the Espoo metro station in Espoo on Thursday, considered an attempted murder. The suspect is a 13-year-old boy, and the victim is a 48-year-old man. The incident occurred on the platform of the Espoo metro station due to a conflict between the two parties. Police received a report around 5 p.m. through the emergency center. The victim was seriously injured and taken to the hospital for treatment. The suspect was arrested by the police shortly after. According to the police, the suspect did not threaten others in this situation. The police are calling for information from witnesses and continuing to investigate the case. The Finnish police are organizing an explosion detection training course hosted by Europol in Hämeenlinna. The training involves 18 EU countries, with cooperation between the Finnish police and military. This is the first time such training is held, related to the war in Ukraine. According to Police Commander Joni Tonteri, this training is essential because after the conflict ends, explosives often spread beyond the conflict area across Europe. The 2-week training aims to enhance the detection and handling capabilities of service dogs in various situations. Tonteri stated, "We want to support and prepare for future situations." The training also emphasizes the importance of maintaining the health and development of service dogs in their work. The investigation process has cooperated with investigative agencies from other EU countries to improve the effectiveness and quality of the training. An abandoned factory on Hämeenlinna, Hämeenlinna, was completely destroyed in a fire early Friday morning. The Kontaheim rescue team received a fire report around 5 a.m. The fire produced thick smoke, prompting a hazard warning from rescue authorities. However, according to Fire Commander Mika Kuku, the smoke spread in a direction that did not affect traffic on nearby Road 10. Residents were advised to stay indoors and close ventilation until the situation was under control. As of 8 a.m., the cleanup was still ongoing. The factory was mostly empty, with broken windows and doors. The rescue team had previously been called to the site. Since there were no electrical or other factors that could cause the fire is suspected to be intentional. According to Statistics Finland, the number of company bankruptcies increased in June compared to the same period last year, with a total of 252 companies filing for bankruptcy, an increase of 13 companies from last year. About half of these are companies in the service sector. For example, Antti Aario's store in Pori had to close due to bankruptcy this summer. The report indicates the number of employees in bankrupt companies has decreased by 70 person-years, totaling 1,015 person-years compared to last June. Statistics show that among the bankrupt companies, there are 27 industrial companies, 47 commercial companies, and 53 construction companies. Particularly in the service sector, 91 companies filed for bankruptcy, including fields such as information and communication, finance and insurance, real estate, education, healthcare, and social services. Helsinki has the highest number of bankruptcies, with a total of 54 companies. Animal protection organizations receive many confiscated aggressive dogs annually. Irresponsible dog breeders and owners' lack of knowledge cause many problems, warned the Breed Association. Last year, the Helsinki Animal Protection Association's rescue center received about 50 confiscated dogs, about 40% of which were aggressive dogs or their mixes. Turku Animal Protection Association President Taru Sateri stated that consultation calls about aggressive dogs are numerous. Aggressive dogs are known for their strength, muscle, and protective abilities. Recently, this issue arose when a dog bit a child in Helsinki. According to reports, it was an American Pit Bull Terrier. The police are investigating the incident. Police receive several hundred reports of dog-related crimes annually. In 2022, there were 34 convictions, many involving aggressive breeds like German Shepherds and Rottweilers. The popularity of aggressive breeds like Staffordshire Bull Terrier is increasing, with 550 registered last year. This leads to many issues, including irresponsible breeding and owners' lack of knowledge, resulting in many dogs being confiscated and taken to rescue centers. Finnish summer theatre is being nominated for UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage list. Visiting Karkkila, we explore this phenomenon's popularity. Kari Mäkelä, a former bank director, learned the local Tampere dialect to portray the humorous policeman Riinakainen in Karkkila's summer theatre production, Tenki Tatiin. He has been retired for 7 years but has participated in acting for over 20 years. Finnish summer theatre has about 700 locations, mostly run by volunteers and enthusiasts, attracting millions of viewers annually. The Finnish Amateur Theatre Association is initiating the nomination process to get summer theatre on the UNESCO list. Sanna Saarela, the association's executive director, emphasized the uniqueness and community aspect of this phenomenon, where the whole community participates in the production. This creates cohesion, whether you are an usher or an actor, Saarela said. A large exhibition featuring hundreds of artworks by Canadian artist John Howe has opened at the Tampere Theatre. John Howe is renowned for his illustrations of Tolkien's books. John Howe began depicting J.R.R. Tolkien's imaginary world in his youth, which has been a significant part of his artistic life. He described Tolkien's world as, like a pond I've dived into many times and occasionally come up for air. Howe admires the works of Akseli Gallen-Kallela, a famous Finnish artist. He shared, "I am a great admirer of Akseli Gallen-Kallela and the Kalevala, Finland's national epic. I want to delve deeper into the Kalevala and may create a work related to it." This exhibition is a rare opportunity to admire John Howe's outstanding artworks and gain further insight into his inspirations from Tolkien and Gallen-Kallela. Yesterday, the annual Fine Line Skate event, organized by the Katukidajat Skating Club since 1992, wrapped up in Kokkola. This year's event attracted over 20 skaters, mostly from abroad. The 60 km route from Uusikarlopi to Kokkola marked the final leg of a 400 km journey spanning 6 days, starting from Saarijärvi. The skating group, moving at an average speed of over 20 km per hour, endured several falls but no serious incidents. Minor injuries were treated with bandages, occasionally requiring more extensive medical care. This event does not affect traffic as participants mainly use paved bike lanes. On highway sections, they skate on the left shoulder of the road. This year, the event has attracted a record number of international participants from 8 countries, including Belgium, the Netherlands, France, Germany, Switzerland, the UK, and Australia. Participants range from seasoned skaters to those visiting Finland for the first time.